Hello again, everyone. It is your Black Knight, and it's another Impala video, or Impaler, however you want to say it. This time we've got the SZ. That's right. Picked one of these up. Let's read the description. Four-door, I think. Yeah. The Impaler is the simple solution for serious drag racers who want to go from point A to point B as fast as possible before splattering themselves evenly over point C. If it's not a straight line, don't even think about it. Otherwise, see you at the finish. That I think he's underselling, this car's classic ability to handle. I mean, this era of Impala is a car that I would consider getting now. I should probably do that.
Stop! I could have dropped my croissant!
Not probably gonna do that actually, because they're getting old. Hard to find them. But it's a
What
nice
brings
car.
you in today?
I've already got my 96 T-Bird to deal with as far as having an old car.
This shit, it might stop a missile.
You can only feed so many of these things. All right, now we might want to go a little wilder with this one then. Okay, so there's your vented and then your touring. Okay.
Look,
Let's
it's
go
sharp.
touring. Bumper to. Is this a thing? Why would you want touring bumper? Okay, stock touring. I guess that just gives you a little bit of a vent there. Okay, we'll take the touring bumper just to make it fancy. Rev up the engine. Blast pipes. Big bore. That's interesting. It's not doing dual exhaust. Chrome side exhaust. All right, that's giving you the dual. Titanium side drag exhaust. Oh, blowing out the sides there. I think we want some kind of muffler, don't we? Chrome track exhaust. I don't know. Where we go? Chrome sides. Makes the back look nice and clean. Chrome or titanium? I think chrome.
Is that street legal? Ah, who cares?
Front diffuser. Carbon canards, okay. Carbon splitter. Carbon splitter with canards. Well, let's go crazy. All right, the grill. Chrome bars. Let's see, can you see? Okay, that's pretty subtle. Painted grill. Chrome grill. Classic grill. Let's go classic. I like classic. Headlights, red headlight. Oh, this is funky. Why you would want any of that, I have no idea. Lifted hood, give a little bit of a bulge. Twin vented, sport hood. Wow, how's that? Boy, that's weird. Okay, that's this kind of double vent. Low level cowl scoop. Cowl scoop with perf dials. Oh, you get the yeah, okay. Drag cowl is a bit much, but the dials in the thing, I'm down with that.
You got.
Yeah, that's got a good look to it. I'm down. And let's see, neon kids, neon layout, front back sides. I don't know what color I'm doing yet. Livery, pinstriping. Okay, let's go back to the outside view. Ooh. Okay, a full-up race livery. Classic stripes. Stripes with ghost flames. Okay, so that's just good old-fashioned black. Jackal. Da da da. Ooh, Declasse halftone. Drag flames blue, drag flames purple. Blood all over the car. Okay, there's two versions of that. I guess it depends on what. All right, let's back out of the livery for a moment. Rear diffuser. All right, that's all a little bit excessive, don't you think? Makes me rethink maybe the front. Am I going for that radical? Like if they had something that's slightly less than this, that's a bit much. Maybe we want to rethink the front diffuser and back that down just a little, just slow it down a little bit here. Respray, primary, in the chameleons. Anodized blue pearl is a real possibility. Ooh, with the purple green flip, see what happens when you leave the top black. That's an interesting thing. Again, an interesting effect. Black with black prismatic pearl. A lot of interesting things happen there. You got a subtle variation of it on the side here. Turquoise flip. Blue-green flip, which is a little bit more subtle. And the off-white pearl, which gives it kind of a, it gives you more of that. Yeah, you don't realize that there's that much color going on with the off-white pearl. And a blue pearl. That's not, I don't think we're taking enough advantage here. Blue-green flip. Dark purple pearl. Turquoise purple is free for off-white pearl. That has some interesting stuff here that's not over the top. It's free, so we can experiment with it. Now let's go back to secondary color. We're leaving whatever that is. We're just leaving that. Livery, pinstriping. That has potential. Ooh, that still has the. It's an interesting thing though. Some of the livery fades and some it doesn't. Like that takes away some. Some of the pearlescent. Now the drag flames. Not bad. No. I'm feeling like I want to go something along these lines. But I think it's a little bit lost in the shininess. Red halftone. That's not bad either. That's subtle enough. Let's go with that. Classy halftone. Revisit the respray now. Let's see. Secondary color. If I go to metallic, anything changing here? I don't even know if that's the secondary. It's just, that might just be the. So now if I flip this way, that does set off the stripe a little bit more. Orange purple flip. Yeah, that gets garish. Anodized gold pearl. Now that is not a bad look, but again, it's really overpowering the black. As does that. The blue really. I mean, it's a nice blue. That is a nice application of the. This is what we'll end up doing for Rusty Jack. Do a Rusty Impaler. Off-White Pro. I didn't realize it has the Declasse logo right there, which is in GTA a little bit off-putting. But probably not noticeable when you're driving it. Let's leave that alone. So we have the cool kind of color shift. Sun strips, primary, Yeah, I don't usually use those. Spoiler, okay, low level lip. Ducktail wing. Sport wing. Standard fare. Track wing. That's all the wings are standard fare. Let's go low level lip. Suspension in the
It'll be like
weeds.
driving on velvet.
Transmission. Turbo. Wheels. These wheels are fine, but I don't think they really capture it, I don't think any of those are doing it either. Yeah, maybe Dollar rims. High end? The carbon's not black enough. SUV. This seems like something that you'd see on them back in the day. Let's go to something like here. I don't know, it's weird because it's like the tires look too small or something. Tuners. Yeah, maybe tuners. Tuners give it a little bit more sidewall. Driftmeister or slicers. Apex, like these kind of look like the stock ones, but we can paint them, so. That's stock. That's close. I kind of like the dished endos. Let's go with that. Wheel color, black. See where I'm going with that? That just works. Carbon black, a little bit too light. We're going black. Tires, tire design, custom tires. Yeah. Tire enhancements, of course.
This is the same stuff they use
Tire
on
smoke
armored
will
cars,
leave
you know.
alone. Windows, light smoke. This does beg for limo for some reason. I don't normally go limo, but this seems to beg for it, doesn't it? This blacked the car right out. You end up getting stuck in first person, you're screwed, but because you really can't see through limo in game. I like this. I like the way that turned out. It's a subtler build than I planned. Standing on the side. I'm not used to the limo thing, but it will. See, now let me tell you why this might not be a good idea. It's harder to see out. You're stuck in first, but we're gonna live with it. So it looks lovely and it feels quick, but will it go up Chiliad?
Make your dreams come true! Just do it!
Okay, let's get one of these. Let's get one of these for Rusty Jack. I think he's due. Let's see, where are we at here? Is it a 4-door? Is it a thing? Yeah, there it is. I don't know. We'll go with orange just to start, but I don't know if that's where I'm going with it. And we're standing in South Shambles, so let's put it here. And what was the Impaler is a simple solution for blah blah blah. I think we've read that already. Okay, it's there. Dun 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 dun. Boom! There it is. Now, what do we want to do with this? Do we want to make it a silly drag car kind of thing? Just go completely over the top? I don't know. You know me, I love going over the top. Just totally do. Now, where are we going to take this? Let me see.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Target!
Gotta say, driving it over here, not a lot of natural oomph to it. This definitely needs all the help it can get.
How the hell did you get this number?
Let's give it some help. Let us help. Because that's what we do. That's all we want to do. 222 on the reputation level. Wow.
Welcome to HSW.
Armor upgrade. Brakes.
Light touch. Trust.
Bumpers. Front bumper. The touring bumper? That's just vented, but this is touring. Gives you extra blink. Some foggies. Okay, let's do that. The touring bumper here. We could do bumper delete. But honestly, I don't know how that's helping. That just looks like we've taken damage. I really aerodynamically bad. Not dart friendly, no.
She's gonna say.
Drag exhaust? Do we want to go drag exhaust and just have it just puff out the sides? With blast pipes. I think we'll do the blast pipes. Just why? Just because you need some cars that do that for no other reason. Yeah, the NASCARs are a little subtle. Let's go black. We don't necessarily want to go. Here you go. Carbon splitter with canards. The grill. Painted grill? Do we want to go painted? Let's paint it. Let's go with the painted grill. We're going for the race car. Ooh, you know, we could go iridescent headlight glass. Drag cowl, that might be a bit much. Yeah, let's go with the dials again. This is what we did on the other one, but I'm willing to duplicate stuff here. Horn, I don't care. Too much headlights. Let's go white lights on this through the iridescent. Neon kit, front back sides to match. Livery, we'll come back to that. Because right now, rear diffuser. Yeah, wheelie bar and shoot or GT diffuser. We're gonna go wild. Sport diffuser, GTs. Boy, that's just a cheese grater, isn't it? Or wheelie bar and shoot. I don't think we're gonna go wheelie bar and shoot. I think we're gonna go with like some extreme handling thing. Sport diffuser, does that kind of match? That's extreme in and of itself. That kind of matches the front. But the GT. That one hangs down, just kind of lightly sport. That looks biffy. But it's carbon, so it will shatter. Oh, it's carbon too. This looks very fragile with those little things. The GT diffuser, is that how is that hung? That doesn't look like it's attached to anything. It's a heck of a ground effect. Let's max it out. Let's just go silly. Respray, primary color. Chameleon. Oh good, we got these. They're not free anymore, but you can still get them. See, I'm thinking if I go black prismatic pearl, then that goes in with the iridescent headlights.
Beautiful.
And then for the secondary, do we want to do the off-white? Or do we want to match this up? Do the whole thing. I feel like that's too much. I feel like we need to do something. Not the gold, not the... No, we need to... I mean, metallic black might be the way to go. Nothing matches the other thing. This will at least white and red kind of, but not much. Booga 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 booga. Yeah, this black. And then we can bounce it back to livery. You get your pinstriping, your craziness, your stripy stripes, strippy stripes, track sponsors, Declasse. Now that'll mess up the whatchamacallit. Drag flames purple or drag flames blue. Both kind of sync with the iridescent. Yeah, we do more orange stuff here.
To impress.
The plate. Let's put the see you later on this. Where is it? There you go. See you later. In plate on yellow and black, of course. Rear diffuser we already have. Respray we've already done. Sun strips. Do that. And it breaks up the lines a little bit. The drag wing. Track wing. You want to know, the track wing might do a little bit more balance. We've done a track build, not a drag build. That's a bit too much, don't you think? Maybe not with the extreme downforce. I mean, not that there's that much difference between the two. I don't know, it doesn't look, I think we need to go drag wing. I think we need to go a bit extreme. Gotta balance that, because that's not nearly enough square inches for how much downforce we're trying to portray. Slam this
Perfectly balanced.
Rev up the transmission. There's no HSW on this puppy. The wheels, wheel type, track. The tracks all look a little too fancy dancy, don't they? Tuner. Like the tires look just too small for the... Let's go to muscle. We do chrome mercenaries. We always do chrome mercenaries. And this is all iridescent and dark. If we do mercenaries...
That's what I'm talking about.
That's funky. We could put bright ones on it, but I think that just kind of works. I mean, we could consider. I'm willing to consider. Salmon pink. Salmon pink kind of works. I can kind of see that. Race yellow. Yellow bird. Baby blue. Is this a case for baby blue? Maybe if we had the other livery. Fluorescent blue. That only lines up in certain angles. We can put some flips on this. Midnight purple flip, off-white pearl, blue prismatic pearl. We can't do the iridescent. Let's do the blue prismatic pearl. The whole thing will just be so prismatic. Windows, light smoke. Or should we limo this just because of what it is? This complete goofiness. I don't know why I've been going back to limo as a wheels, tires, tire enhancements, bulletproof. Tire smoke will leave alone. Tire design. Drag radial. That kind of break everything up a little bit. Yeah, we can always change the tires out later if we get down our nerves. Take it out.
Crazy as hell.
Wow. There's some funkiness here. It adds the funk. There's no way of avoiding that. What we need to do, because it is a muscle car, we have to see how this splitter works out here. Right in the ground. Do that again. Nice.
3 weeks later.
Okay, I'm gonna be honest with you, gang. I'm not really sure how this is gonna go. This could go bad. It could go well. It should go at least adequately. But I haven't exactly done an off-road build here, have I? Yeah, not exactly. On the other hand, that was impressive. I'll take that. That's going to be in the highlight reel. I think this one's faster than the LX. The LX is a spoiler. So let's see how it goes. I'm going to take the standard hot lap as opposed to the RBS hot lap because I've only done the RBS hot lap twice. I haven't really studied it all that much. When I say I've done it twice, I mean today. Still not used to seeing birds in here. That's throwing me off. Yeah, I'm not, I realize, with all the food and stuff that goes on, I am not one of the people who believe if it swoops, it snoops. But, just not used to seeing it. Thinking, whoa, what's that? Alright, I think that was at least as well as the, well, this is not as well as the... Okay, we're running into some ground clearance issues. Serious ground. Okay, come on. Alrighty, that was a little scary. I thought we were going to have to get out the boop gun or something in complete violation of the Fred rules. But alright, let's just continue on. Red rules. Round and around we go. Up Simba. There we go. Now, do we go the normal route down, or do we want to go the route down? I tell you what. I think that there are some significant advantages to the OG route. I mean, there may be, certainly it's not being as fast as the full send or the hot lap down, oh dear, if you jump off the cliff. But this should be lined up pretty nice. Oh, no, that wasn't what I wanted. You have to be able to kind of get up and over here. And then, I guess this was a little bit of a hybrid thing here. Basically going down the way you came, which is a little bit smoother and less rocky and less dangerous than the other way. Although every once in a while you hit a tree. I can see where you lose some speed. Alright, I think, it's nice to know that if you pick this up in some kind of defect, the cars are not in the normal rotation of traffic, so why not? But this would work. This is good. I'm digging the car. I really am. It's kind of a regret that I've never owned a Caprice like this. Sometimes I think back and I think, you know, if I hadn't gone into the whole Thunderbird kick thing, which I've been driving a mid to late 90s Thunderbird since 1994, consistently. Currently rocking a 96. I think you've all heard that story. That, you know, this would have been a nice alternative. Now, I think it was more expensive than the Bird, so I probably couldn't have pulled off. This might have been like a $30,000 car. I honestly don't know. My Bird was 20, but the only car I ever got. If I'd gotten a V8 Caprice, woo, okay, that was a nice little launch. Hey, we survived. We've lightened it up. It's a little worse for wear. We're still rolling. Tends to bounce around a bit. Will it make the jump, or will it be too affected by the bushes? The bushes it does not like. Back it up. Loop around and then leap up. All right, that one. Does not like the bush. Not a part of the fancy. Will we survive to the next checkpoint? Plow our way through here. Alright, yay! Pop a wheelie! And through. Not bad at all. Is it the fastest thing to do it? No. Crazy, but I tell you what, it's a nice cruising car. It looks cool. Something you'd be happy to take to a car meet, cruise around with. Look at it. Just look at it. Very personalizable, if that's a word. I'm going to call it a word. Let's pop off to free mode, out of free mode here, and pop the hood and everything like that. Boom, boom, boom. Hey, it's a good time of day. You can see stuff. And boom. And there you have it. Let's take a peek. Nice size trunk. In real life, it would go back in a little bit underneath the seat a little bit, but we're here, yeah. There you go. Get down with all your love of Impalas here. Big old motor. That does have like an LT kind of look to it. LT or LS, either way. It looks like a big old Chevy with a nice intake. And I am digging the HSW paint schemes here. This is all the chameleon this and chameleon that. Chameleon wheels, chameleon paint, chameleon. You'd say I'm chameleonaire. No, you can't say that. He'd probably sue or something. Okay, we're not saying that. But we are saying we like the car. And on that note, folks, this is your Black Knight. Have a great night.
How would you like to be a bird that doesn't fly? I swim.
The overspeed. Good job. Okay, I got the overspeed. Clean pass. I feel like I earned that one. I feel like I earned that one.